We want to welcome Cheryl Preheim to the studio. Cheryl, it's great to have you here.
Oh, I love the digs. I love it here.
I know. You're
Looks
welcome
good.
back anytime. And I think we're going to have you back a ton
I hope so.
in the coming weeks, because we were talking about the Winter Olympics, now officially 30 days out.
I know it makes my heart race a little bit in all the right ways.
Yes.
I'm very excited. It's like full court press now. A lot of Team USA selections happening right now. This weekend is going to be the final. Bow will be tied on Team USA figure skating. So, they work for years and years and years. They still have to make the team. And a lot of the Olympians will tell you the most stressful part of all of this is just making Team USA, because the trials, they say, even more stressful than the Olympics because Team USA is that competitive.
Wow. And so many of these fantastic athletes Cheryl's been highlighting and bringing us some of their stories. And you've got another great one this morning.
Yeah, Elana Meyers Taylor is Georgia's own. Born and raised in Douglasville, Georgia. She says ATL is home, always will be. Both her little boys were born here. She says no matter where she is in the world, Atlanta's always home. So it's kind of cool that Atlanta has not only a Winter Olympian, which is ironic, and she loves the irony of that, but one of the Winter Olympians, because she's absolutely an icon in the sport of bobsled. She grew up playing softball. She was a great softball player in college, but then softball was taken out of the Olympics. So her story is so cool because she says, I just want to be an Olympian. I want to be among the most elite athletes in the world. So what sport should I do?
She just pivoted.
And she pivoted from softball to bobsled. And not only did she make her first Olympics, but if she is in Milan Cortina, it'll be her fifth. And she is the most decorated Black Winter Olympian in all history.
Where does she practice?
All over the place. I mean, and I say that because she's also a mom of two little boys, and you understand that world. And so she dry land practice, which would be like off-season practice. She'll local high schools, any local college tracks.
Yeah.
A lot of it is about being explosive, being a sprinter, being strong. So a ton of time in the weight room. But then when she practices on ice, she's up in Lake Placid at the Olympic Training Center in New York.
Has she won medals before?
She's won 5 Olympic medals, the most decorated. The one she doesn't have yet is gold. And I mean, she was so close to it. In Pyeongchang, I was there with her, and she comes off her sled, and she's got her shoe off, and she's limping, and she's not saying much about it. She missed gold by 100th of a second, and we found out later she had already torn her Achilles, and she still got that close to gold. So she's been so close so many times. And I said, do you just put it out there? What's my goal? And she said, yeah, because I just feel like, why not? She said, if I could write the script, I would choose to win 2 golds in Milan Cortina, one in the monobob, which is just one person in the sled, and one in the dual. And I'd put one around each of my little boys' necks.
Oh, gosh.
So that's the dream.
We're
dreaming for her.
Well, let's listen to some of the interview with Cheryl and Elana Meyers Taylor.
When we sat down before the last Olympics, you were talking about potentially retiring. What made you say, I'm going to give it another go?
It's funny because apparently at those games I told several athletes that I was retiring. I told them that I was done. I don't remember that. But after 2022 and how hard it was, and having COVID and overcoming that and walking away with 2 medals, I was, it felt like a really good cap on my career. Like I had the 2 medals and I was opening ceremony flag bearer. Didn't get to walk, but then I got named closing ceremony, and it felt like a good final chapter. However, then I had Noah, and it turns out he's deaf as well, and I felt even more this calling to go out there and do this with him as well. And if I could, give him the opportunity to see his mom at her finest and going out there and pursuing your goals. And to be honest, I was going to take it one step at a time, and I was going to take it 1 year at a time, because traveling the world with 2 kids is a whole nother ballgame. And so I told myself, it's like, okay, we'll go 1 more year, we'll see if we're competitive, and if we're not, we'll just shut it down. And that first year, there was plenty of ups and downs. I came out hot, and then we hit a dip, and I just wasn't winning anymore. And so I was really questioning whether or not we were going to continue, and then lo and behold, World Championships hits, and I win a medal. So then I was like, guess we're going, guess we're doing this. So it really has been one of those kind of things. It's been really cool to do this with my kids, but also to prove to myself that being a mom hasn't stopped me from pursuing my dreams. And all the stuff we encounter as parents, like there's still a way. I'm not gonna lie, it's hard, it's not easy, but there's still a way to go after our goals and also be an example to our kids.
after that World Championships, I was like, Mom still got it. She still got it. And I think it's a really important part of the conversation that there would have been years ago that even the thought of starting a family would just sort of assume that a woman would then retire. And that has really changed as more and more elite athletes say, no, I can still be competitive as a mom over a certain age. It's just like breaking barrier after barrier.
Yeah, it's been really cool to see the rise of female athletes continuing their career after they have children, after they give birth and whatnot, because it's just female athletes, like I think we don't know the limit of like the age that female athletes can be and hit their peak, because for so long they've given up their athleticism in order to go into motherhood, which is, don't get me wrong, that is completely honorable and huge, and I want all female athletes to have the choice. I want them to be able to say, hey, I want to continue to do this as a mother, or I want to retire and be a mother. Both are great options, either is fine, but now that they have the option to continue your career and you're seeing more and more opportunities, I think we're really going to see female athleticism and female competition really explode, because we don't know, like for so long it's thought, you know, women peak in their 20s, or maybe they peak in their 30s, or who knows, maybe it's 40. I'm hoping it's 41. So you never know. So I think it's been really cool, but I think also it's been really cool to see and to learn from other female athletes who do travel with their kids, you know, being able to talk with Allison Felix and learn from her experience, and being able to see Serena Williams and all these other mom athletes do it. It's really encouraging.
Wow, what an inspiration, Cheryl.
You can see why I've loved getting to know her over the last 15 years.
She's 41, and she has it all. She's got the family. She's still going to the Olympics, and she's going for that gold.
And a big piece of this puzzle is Dad. Nick Taylor was also an Olympic bobsledder for many Olympics, and they trained together, and he has been her coach, her strength coach. He now has his license as a chiropractor. He got that degree here in Atlanta, and he's working for a professional athletic team, but he's still her strength and conditioning coach, and they're together all the time. So they're in it together, and it's really a family story. And she mentioned her oldest son Nico is 6, and he has Down syndrome and he's deaf, and Noah, who's 2, is also deaf, so she's learning American Sign Language. She is a big advocacy for kids with differing abilities, and so there is so much to her on top of this incredible Olympic career that the world's really cheering on.
I mean, you got me rooting her on now, too.
No doubt.
What other stories can we expect over the next 30 days?
Oh, gosh, there's so many. Lindsey Vohn's a big story, also 41, retired for 5 years on the U.S. ski team, decided she just missed it. She had a few years to recover after a lot of surgery. She's back. She's doing well, so that's a big comeback story. But Team USA skiing is about Michaela Schifrin. Make no doubt about it. She has more World Cup wins than any man or woman in the world.
Wow.
And she's incredible. She's coming off a big surgery, but she won 6 World Cups in a row, so she's got all this momentum. And on a personal note, I got to know Michaela when she was 15, living in her parents' condo in Colorado, just the most down-to-earth fun. She likes to play the piano and strum on the guitar and sit with her cat, and she's just the most authentic, real person, and she's kept that even though she is a global superstar in skiing. So cheer her on.
How
She's
neat.
Fantastic. And then USA figure skating, I think, is as strong as they've been in decades. You know, Milan they call him the quad god. He does 7 quads in one show. It's just unreal, and he's fantastic. Alyssa Liu, she had been Olympian at 13 years old, decided it was too much pressure. Now she's back on her own terms, and she's terrific. I mean, Team USA is going to be really fun to watch this time.
You're hyping us all up, and it's 30 days out
It'll
now.
live up to the hype, I promise.
You packed yet? You got to get to Italy soon.
I got some work to do.
You got plenty of time. It'll sneak up. Cheryl, great to have you.
Thanks.